What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be doing our watch party and review for episode 4 of Miss Marvel. And Miss Marvel has been incredible, if I do say so myself. I think it's been so fun. It's just been such a great time with each episode. I can't even believe, I can't believe all the stuff that we've gotten so far in this show alone. It's been so much connective tissue, is what I've been calling it, and will continue to call it, to the MCU. And it's been such a fun time. So what we're gonna do is the episode drops around 11:50. Usually is what the time is that it's been dropping. So it should be dropping around then. And so then we're going to be talking about our theories and just what we expect to see in this episode. My man Mike Davis already here. My man said, "Who's hyped for this episode?" I'm hyped for this episode. That's who. Hey, I agree, man. I am super excited for this episode as well. This show has just been literally a breath of fresh air of just all the things that we thought we weren't going to be getting within this show. We've basically been getting it and more. Every worry that we have has actually not, nothing has come from it. It's just been a worry and it kind of just stayed there. So I'm happy about that for sure. Last week's episode was amazing. We're definitely going to talk about that. But before we do, if you guys haven't already, just so you know, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all of the stuff at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all of the content that we post. We have all the news on our social medias and whatnot, and it's been a lot of stuff going on lately. So I think where I kind of was the happiest, of course, I mean, if you guys were here last week, then you know I was ecstatic when we found out that the 10 rings and Kamala's what have they been calling it? They've been calling it her band or not a bracelet. I can't think of what it's been called right now. But the bands, basically, they are somehow connected. And not necessarily the 10 rings from Shang-Chi, but not the 10 rings, the weapons, the 10 rings, the organization. But I think those kind of go hand in hand at the same time. So it would be interesting to see if those both end up being some type of Kree weaponry. You know what I mean? I've really been that's been my main theory on the channel ever since we found out that they were going to be changing Miss Marvel's everything for this show. She wasn't going to be an Inhuman the same way, and if she is an Inhuman, the Terrigen Mist and all of that, like from the comic books, it's not the same type of thing. If they do even go that route, it seems like they're going more of the Kree tech type of thing, which is all fine and dandy for me. I have no complaints about that. I think it's looked really fun and looked great so far. So I'm not even mad that they changed it. She's still Kamala Khan. She's still very, very heavily the same character, very rooted in the same character. Mary Sue in the chat, I saw you said before we even went live, Mary Sue was here and she said, "I want to see Kamala's suit up." I want to see that too, Mary Sue. No cap. I want to see that for sure. Because even when she like half suits up now, it's cool. It's cool, but it's nothing near what, how dope that actual costume really is, because that costume that they have her in is pretty solid. And I think they even gave her like not a fake version of it, but like they gave her like the watered down, not the watered down either. I want to say they gave her more accurate to her religion, like the accustomed to that the way that they dress, the attire that they dress. That's kind of how she was dressed in that episode. She had like the blue top, red pants, and I think she even had the scarf. You know what I mean? So she did have the Miss Marvel get like attire, but it was more on the Kamala Khan version of it, which I wasn't mad at all. I really liked even that, and I loved getting her aunt. You know what I mean? In the last episode, we found out. Well, not the last episode, but episode 2. That's when we found out that the dude that she was crushing over, Major, was also on the I don't even know what to say about him. He was like, I don't want to call him like an assassin, but basically we found out that he was with her aunt that was the one from all the stories and whatnot. Blah, 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 blah. We know that from the train, the one that got away, all of that. That was solid. We found all that out. But then in that episode, in last week's episode, we see her aunt literally turning into like a, what's it called? Like, she was really going hardcore. All of them were. They were like, "Nah, get the girl. We need the band. That's it. Pretty much kill her and get to moving." And I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for it to escalate in that order, or for them to even be the bad guys like that. Because I definitely thought that the main villains were going to be Damage Control. I just really did. I don't know. I mean, I just never thought it was going to be her family members, but that was solid still. It was a good twist to it. Just like the 10 rings at the beginning of the episode was a huge twist. Like, bro, that was crazy. Mike Davis says she won't suit up till the last episode, Marvel Formula. Well, I mean, we saw Moon Knight throughout the entire series of already being like that, and they kind of did ruin that with like Hawkeye and I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was I was not a fan of them literally waiting until the very last episode for him to suit up. It was like, come on, my guy. Like, that's really not the strat. I think having them suit up a little bit further into it, I think it makes it a little bit better. And then you get like more of a climax and like the full fight at the end. And I let's be honest, we're on episode 4 right now. So we only have 2 more episodes after this one. After tonight's episode, there's only 2 more episodes and then the series is over. So at the rate that we've been going, we're going to keep going uphill and really until the next episode, where even this episode might be the one where we just mellow out. I think I saw Mary Sue say something about Damage Control. Mary Sue said, I think we're going to flesh out Damage Control this episode. Ooh, I would really like to flesh out Damage Control a little bit more. No, that would make sense, because isn't that how we ended the last episode? Was I can't think of his name, but her like quote unquote cousin that she had a crush on before. Wasn't that, didn't he get arrested? Cameron, that's what his name is. I knew that. Cameron or Cameron, I think is what his name is. Didn't he get arrested at the end of the episode with his mom? And the other evil, the Jinn, that's what they were. The Jinn. Yo, I can't believe I'm forgetting all of this stuff. Well, I'm not forgetting it. It's just coming to me slowly. So the Jinn, and they had many names, by the way, which I thought was awesome. Another way that they're just tying in all of this different lore in the MCU with just simple conversations that are being had, which I think is the best way to do it. But with all of them getting captured by Damage Control at the end of episode 3, it makes sense that we would get more of an understanding of what's going on with Damage Control, because that's been one of my biggest pet peeves as well when it comes to the MCU. I know me and Battery talk about it a lot on the channel, is that we don't see a lot of like I've already said, but connective tissue. Basically, we don't see a lot of, okay, this happened here and now everywhere else we kind of understand what's going on. No, we don't see that happening too much. What we see instead is all of these movies are kind of just here, just sprawled out across the universe, and now we have to wait for them to be connected afterwards. But Damage Control is like the best area for us to be able to kind of get to know that all of this stuff is happening in the same universe. Like, all we need is a mention of giant hands sticking out of the earth somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it is, but from Eternals. That's all we need is for Damage Control to be talking about all of this other stuff. Like, all we need is him to say, there's a hand sticking out of earth. Spider-Man is doing something. Doctor Strange is doing something else, and they got me running after teenagers with powers. You know what I mean? A simple line like that, and we're like, yes. Like, that's all we needed. Now we got all the connective tissue that we need from these episodes, from this show. You know what I'm saying? And then we can just keep it going. I call DC being good guys. I still don't think they're good guys. I just don't think they're the main bad guys. You know what I mean? I think they're still going to be the bad guys somehow. I don't know how, but I think they're going to still be the bad guys. Mike says, all Marvel shows, they are in their suit for 15 minutes in the last episode. Moon Knight was 15 minutes throughout the whole show. He was the exception. Yeah, I guess you can say that he definitely had like 15 minutes throughout the whole show, and then the last episode he had a suit up. One thing I loved about Moon Knight though was the entire finesse, because I did not see her becoming what was it, the Scarlet Scarab. I did not see his girlfriend become the Scarlet Scarab at all. That was a pleasant surprise. It was more her backstory, to be honest, than it was Moon Knight. It was like both of theirs backstory. It was just as much hers as it was his, to be honest. It wasn't more for one or the other. We found out just as much about each one, about her dad. We got the whole tragic backstory from her, like the whole thing. You know what I mean? And we also got it from Mark's point of view as well. So that was so awesome to be able to, I guess you can say, experience is two simultaneous backstories happening on completely different wavelengths, though. Like I had no idea what we were in store for with that. And I kind of feel like we're getting the same thing with Miss Marvel. I do feel like her friends or someone else may become a hero or some type of something. And then we end up having these two backstories in this one show. And I know I'm saying backstory a lot, but I'm just really happy about it. It's awesome. Mary Sue said, giant hand gate. Yo, literally, giant hand gate. We don't hear anything about the giant hand sticking out of the earth in the MCU anywhere. Like, you don't think that Doctor Strange has something to say about that, you know? Like, come on, G. That's just, and that's where we're getting to, is where the MCU, we're getting bigger and bigger threats that are coming at us full force, right? Full force, bigger threats are coming at us in our face. Oh my gosh, pause. Whoa. Hey, whoa. And with that being said, we got to be able to hear that these different things are happening. You know, we got to be able to see it. We got to be able to, oh, hey, we're looking at the news. The same way the snap is so big. Like at the end of the Eternals, people were literally getting floated up by a giant face that appeared in the sky. There's no way that we're not having anyone talk about that, you know? Let's not just get J. Jonah Jameson to talk about only Spider-Man when he pops up. I feel like the Daily Bugle should be everywhere. All of those characters should be everywhere. I mean, I know it's probably money, budget, Sony, all of these things, but come on. That's just the type of MCU I think we all want, is to be able for it to feel like, man, this is the MCU. And I feel like the only movie that really did that and we haven't really felt that way again since is Spider-Man Far From Home. Post blip, we get all that information, all the stuff is going on. Tony, we got all the graffiti for Tony and RIP him and all the stuff, you know. We get all these vibes, all the connection back into Iron Man with Mysterio, with Mysterio always have being there. All of the villains have always been in the back of the MCU for one reason or another. You have the Sonic cannons that we also see in this Miss Marvel that are from Incredible Hulk. Like, bro, all the connective tissue, I just love it, man. It makes it worth seeing all the movies, because then you can be like, hey, Spider-Man's principal, I think that's the principal, is that his teacher. Now, Spider-Man's teacher is the same tech dude from the first the first Incredible Hulk movie, or the only MCU Incredible Hulk movie, honestly. And little things like that, it pays off, and it feels good. It feels good. McLovin, what's up with it, McLovin? How you doing? I have a theory that Damage Control are Skrulls. We got to remember the Marvels and Secret Invasion. I would really like for the cop that we are following, I cannot think of his name for some reason. Cleary, I think that's his name. Detective Cleary or whatever. I think Detective Cleary might be a Skrull, because he did seem like he cared a little more overall just about what was going on. And I'm not saying, hey, he's a Skrull because he cares, but I'm saying he's a Skrull because he cares. I don't know. After seeing Spider-Man, the Far From Home, the one I was just talking about, and getting finessed by Nick Fury and Maria Hill for the entire movie, and how different they were, really, like when you actually watch the movie again and kind of see that they are like different, and the way that Nick Fury is talking. Like at first I chalked it up to being, oh, this is a Spider-Man movie, that's why he's a little bit more like this, but in reality it wasn't even him at all. So I would really like for them to be the scrolls, for one of them to pop up and be the scrolls, anyone in damage control. I'm really interested in where not Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel, Photon. I'm really interested in where Photon is, what she's been doing ever since we saw her in WandaVision. Now that she has, well, it seemed like she already knew she had powers, but her powers definitely got amped up, similarly to how it happened with Miss Marvel. It seemed like she kind of had something already inside of her as well, and it got unlocked or enhanced once she put the cosmic band on. So hopefully we do get some more vibes going in over there when it comes to the Marvels. And then Secret Invasion, I think Secret Invasion is going to be insane. I hope we get, I mean, I don't even know what we could get from that, because of all where we are within the MCU right now. We could see a lot of people turn out to be scrolls. Maybe even Hawkeye's wife or something like that, because I think in the comic books it was someone else's girlfriend that turned out to be, a scroll. And certain things like that would definitely be crazy, even if at some point we see the new Black Widow, Yelena. Even if we saw like her or Kate Bishop, any of these people, now that they've been introduced, can at some point become scrolls, and be like, oh my God, they've been kidnapped since the last time we saw them. And once we saw them again, it wasn't real. Maybe Val, the one that's been collecting everyone and making this new team, maybe she's a scroll. Um, who knows? I know now that I'm sorry, but rest in peace to him. Thunderbolt Ross, the actor that plays him, now that he's passed away as well. We could see a lot of different things kind of occur. We already seen Maria Hill and Nick Fury. Okay, the episode is up, y'all. We've already seen Maria Hill and Nick Fury kind of do that, become, let's see, Black Owl. Okay. Boom, group watch. All right, you guys, the episode is up. Let's get these little comments out the way. Everybody get the episode up. Started at 000. If you're in the Discord, the link will be going out right now. Everybody get ready. Mike says she needs to find the other band so she can go double fisted. Hey, yo. Baba T says, watch it from South Africa. Much love to you, man. We're here in California right now, about to get it ready and get it started. Make sure you bring it up and everyone has it up and ready to go. Mary Sue says, she's 15. Let's keep the double fisting to a minimum. Hey, yo, Mary Sue. Mike Davis says, yo, get your mind out of the gutter, Mary Sue. She only has punched with one fist so far. You merely adopted the gutter. I was born in it. Yo, you guys are hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, I am so ready for this. All the theories, all expectations in the chat right now before we start it up. If you have already started, please, no spoilers, because we are going to be watching it together for reactions and all that good stuff. Just so you guys know how we do things around here, we cannot show the episode the entire time, of course, or YouTube will come through with the banhammer and stop us from watching this, but we will have it on, no audio flipped. But that's why you guys are going to be able to sync up your time so we can watch it together. I am super duper excited and ready to get it going, get it started, get it popping. At the count of 3, I will press play, and then we're going to get it going. So everybody get ready, because it's about to go down. I hope you're ready, because I'm ready. I am so excited. Let's get it. Let's get it. Wait, this is the wrong episode. Change episode. Scene. Wait, there we go. Blah. Let's get it. Okay. Hey, Jamie Rodriguez with the super chat. Much love to you, Jamie. My man says, when will Captain Marvel pop up in this series? You know what? I don't think we're gonna see Miss Marvel in this series. Just me personally. I would love to see Miss Marvel, but I don't. I mean, Captain Marvel in the series, but I don't think it's going to happen only because I don't know why it would, unless. I mean, I might be completely wrong. We might see her this episode. I don't know, man, but I don't. I just don't think it's going to happen. Um, I think it'd be more possible that we see Photon than we see Captain Marvel. Think about that. I hadn't even thought about that until right now, Jamie, to be completely honest. So I would love to see Photon or Captain Marvel. Either one of those would be awesome. I hope you guys have everything all synced up. And once again, thank you, Jamie Rodriguez, and shout out to all of the other members a part of the channel right now. You guys are awesome. Because of you guys, this is why we can do what we do here. If you guys would like to become a member, you can. By becoming a member, you get access to member only badges, channel emojis, and other special perks. So we appreciate you guys, and on the count of 3 we're gonna get into it. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. I am so excited. Here we go, y'all. The band. It's the band. Previously on Miss Marvel. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Nani. We forgot about Nani, guys. The Jin. Yes, we talked about the Jin. Oh, whoops. My bad, y'all. Oh, fist to the face. Oh, yeah, that's right. You saw the train. I love the title, by the way. Yeah, honestly, that is awesome. That was great. Ooh, the music, the vibe. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Hey, wait. I know this. I know this song. Why do I know this song? Ooh, that is fire. I really like that. Oh, oh my god. That was impeccable. Oh, we're on a plane. I was about to say, hey, yo, no shot. Okay, that beat is insane. I just decided to let you know. Oh, that's oh, they're really going. Canada Dry is amazing. Oh dang. The use of the background and everything is just solid. I really like it. Pharrell, my man said Miss Marvel episode 4. Yes, yeah, it's already off to a pretty good start. Hey, We're vibing. I love the vibe. Mm, okay, we get to meet Nani right off the back, beginning of the episode. I love that this show wastes no time. Yo, I'm loving it. Mason says Amon is such a baby. She's so cute. I do love her as Miss Marvel. She uh definitely does it all the way. 100. Okay, so we just gonna be knocking this whole episode. Let's do it. Ooh. Shout out to Moon Knight and Miss Marvel for showing other sides of just everything. I'm digging it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Is that where she stays? I mean, the vibe is already immaculate so far, you right, you guys? We're 6 minutes and 45 seconds in if you guys are just now tuning in with us. I wonder how much we're about to find out in this episode. Like, this is backstory episode for sure, right? Like, I feel like this is backstory world building right now. Nani been doing some detective work, right? Hey, yo, those are like the people she saw when she flipped upside down. Oh, snap. Okay, so wait, is Aisha the great grandmother? Am I tripping? Oh, okay, so we're straight into it, y'all. We're straight into it. It's just genetics, baby. Okay. McLevin said, "Yeah, that's the great grandma." Okay, I understand more. Then I understand now. I understand. Another flashback. My bad. I'm so happy. I'm excited. Yo. Oh snap. Oh my god, the gems, you guys. The beauty and the gems. I love every person we get introduced to, and I don't care what anyone has to say about it. Come on. Grams is the one. Nani is the one. She got some weird ass animals, yo. I wasn't ready for that. Double T in the morning. Better than Hawkeye. Hey, you ain't lying, Double T. I agree with you so much, bro. This show is so much better than Hawkeye. Hawkeye literally felt like a CW show to me. This feels like what I expect everything to feel like. I was about to say that too, Mary Sue. Yeah, this episode is already more cinematic than the others. Yeah, I agree. We're going up right now for sure. Yo, here we go with the signature lens flares. This episode has not been as heavy with the Scott Pilgrim versus the World esque art and stuff in the background moving around and stuff, you know? It's been very subtle in this episode. Double T in the morning says Moon Knight and Miss Marvel the best so far in my opinion. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm pretty for me and Battery we've talked about it. It's like Loki, well, not in the specific order, but Loki, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, like those are in the order that they came out. They're definitely great in that order. And they're I think Moon Knight is number 1. Miss Marvel is kind of number 2 for me right now though. I mean, Miss Marvel is almost number 1. I'm not gonna lie, just how fun I'm having with this show overall. It's so awesome and so fun. Macy said this episode definitely had a different director. Yeah, for sure. You can talk about everything, the music, the vibe, the yeah, it's just everything is just yeah, way different. They said deuces. The worst directions ever. Oh wow, she got there. And then go a little around the donkey cart. He actually has the best directions ever. Double T in the morning says we might be getting the Midnight Suns in Marvel Disney Plus Halloween special this October. You know what? That's funny because that's kind of what I was thinking about too. Because I think the best place for them to come in would be in that Werewolf by Night series that we're supposed to be getting in Halloween. Uh, because I don't know why else we would even be having a Werewolf by Night series or where he could even enter into the MCU other than with the Midnight Suns. We know we're supposed to be getting Blade, Black Knight, you know, all these other things. Oh, snap. What just happened? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, yes. Hey, yo. Double T says red dagger, baby. Oh, yeah. And this is, oh, I'm liking this. I'm not even going to lie. Not Ninja Turtles. Okay, so my man's not the bad guy. Someone she needs to meet, y'all. How much stuff they gonna give us in every episode of this show? I'm about to. Oh my god, I'm about to pass out. We get so much in all these. We get so much in all these shows. It's crazy. No one likes the outfit. LOL. Hey, Vishal, is the episode out? Yes, it is, man. We are 18 minutes and 37 seconds into this episode right now. Dark King says, first time I'm 7 minutes late to watching. Hey, it's all good, brother. All that matters is you're here with us now. Ain't that right? Red daggers. Not a Pakistani boy band. Yo, what's happening? This is freaking beautiful. This episode is insane, bro. Let's discuss now. Mary Sue says red veils is also significant for Wheel of Time. You'll get that eventually. Yeah, I know. I need some Wheel of Time in my life right now. No cap, Mary Sue. I almost started reading the books for real. Double T says, imagine Miss Marvel meets Monica and Carol in episode 6. That would be awesome, bro. I mean, this show was so great. I wouldn't even be surprised. I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised that that's how epic they're trying to go with it. No shot. What's happening? What? Oh, okay. Bro. Oh, snap. They're coming through like Kryptonians in this V. Supermax prison, baby. This is the same place that we saw from the She-Hulk trailer, yo. Let's go. What? That's the same place. I saw the red walkway. Oh, hey yo. Oh, oh. They ain't playing with your goofy ass boy. Oh, they ain't playing with y'all either, I guess. My God. Ooh, whoop his ass. Oh, put him in a coffin. Oh, where else did we see those Sonic guns at? I know we saw them somewhere else, right? Let's go. This is solid. Mary Sue said Final Fantasy vibes. I agree with that completely. McLevin says possible incursion. That's true. But notice once again another parallel to Shang-Chi, to where someone is trying to break out and connect the two worlds and universes somehow, some way, can also connect it to these crazy thingamajiggers. I'm trying to tell you guys, there's something there. Um, My man Guru says, I literally forgot it's Miss Marvel Day until I saw your live. Well, I'm happy I can remind you, baby. We are 24 minutes into this episode, and it is amazing, and it's only going to get better. I can feel it in my big toe. The big toes are officially tingling, you guys. Double T says, Marvel is back at Comic Con next month. Phase 5 reveal? I hope so, bro. I really hope so. Oh, here we go with the gems. Oh. Hmm. Damn. Yo, Nani is speaking mad facts in this episode, y'all. I hope everyone is listening. Awesome. Mary Sue says the air isn't nearly this clean in Pakistan. The green screen is palpable. Damn. Yo, I need some. I can crunch right now. This episode is a complete vibe. Food so good she stared right into the camera. Hey yo, Mary Sue. Double T says, imagine out of nowhere at Comic-Con, Kevin Feige says the final film of Phase 5 title screen comes up and it says Avengers Multiverse War. Ooh, Avengers Incursions. I would love that. That would be awesome. Here we go. Damn. Give all Give Disney all the awards for this show, yo. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like at this point, I'm completely sold and I'm invested, yo. Like I'm invested 100%. Mm-hmm. Damn. I just do not trust those people. Mary Sue says, I still like Hawkeye. I can do this all day. No, no, Mary Sue. No. Oh. Oh. Hey yo. Hey yo, y'all. Oh, I thought it was about to be the full blown. Oh! 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 Oh, damn. He kicked young buddy out of there. Crest Fallon said, hello. How you doing, Crest? Mary Sue said, are we suiting up? I thought we were, Mary Sue. I thought we were suiting up, and I was ready for it. Hopefully, this doesn't turn into the Vespa scene from Boba Fett. No, we're good so far. Oh, oh yeah. I dig it, y'all. Mary Sue, I don't recognize her in that mask. Hey yo, that's funny. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what's going on? Um, McLovin says, I think Bruno will make her suit before he leaves for the college thing. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully he meets Ironheart in that college thing. That would be dope. My man is not riding the one wheel. Okay. Oh, my man is moving. Oh, that's man's livelihood. Oh, okay, we moving. I'm loving how we get to see the city. Is he gonna run on those? Nice. Oh, oh. Hey, they really smacked my guy. I ain't think they was about to smack my boy. Here we go. Oh, oh, nah, him too. Oh, What's happening? Are they about to have 400 people on that train? The Karachi train. The music. No shot. No shot. What? I was so not. What? 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 I was not ready for that to end, yo. What? I am. What? I can't believe I'm perturbed that we just stopped right there, yo. Like, yo, bro. Okay, okay. So this show is literally just getting better and better. Like, bruh, I can't believe it. I can't believe that. Whoa. So the next episode, we're gonna get straight into it even more than we've already been getting straight into it. Whoa. Okay. So this episode was definitely more of that type of filler that we were talking about we might be seeing, but nonetheless, it was still a great episode and a great time and a great watch. Like just a lovely experience all the way around. Um, there's definitely something to what Marvel has with when it comes to Miss Marvel, yo. They were like, yo, we got our name and the name of this show, we gotta go crazy hard. Like, I guess. Like, I don't know what it is, but that was man, that was awesome. All right, let's check up with the chat and see what everyone has been saying. Mary Sue says, why aren't we talking about Bruno? Where's Bruno? My man Bruno is at home. He did not come on the trip. Mary Sue says, that wouldn't explode that fast. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not, I know from personal experience. Mr. Stark, my man says, hey, what's up with it, Mr. Stark? How you doing, Tony? How you doing today? McLovin, is she gonna be the one that gives her grandma back to the dad? Oh, that would be pretty interesting. I don't think we're on no like going back in time or time traveling type of vibe right now. I don't at least I don't think that's what's going on. I'm pretty sure we're just more on the hype of she's going back and reliving that moment. Um, but we don't know what abilities her band holds. Jesus, completely right. Like we don't know what all she can do with that band. We don't know what it's connected to. But I'm pretty sure Dark King also asked, did she time travel? I'm pretty sure she didn't time travel or anything like that. I think she's just going back to that moment, having a flashback like she's been having with when it pertaining to um the band, throughout the show so far. She has had a couple of different flashbacks and things like that. So I think, she's gonna see that. And I'm thinking maybe possibly when she went into the upside down like energy place that first time, maybe that's what she saw was that train station with all those people everywhere and some people on the top of trains or something like that. I'm not sure. That may have also been all the other Jin that there's ever been or something like that. But I don't know, man. I don't think that was anything like time travel. But I do think it was solid. Um, Mike Davis says, "Yo, I have no idea what they're saying, but this soundtrack slaps. Yo, the entire soundtrack for the whole episode was slapping for sure. Like I was enthralled the entire time. No cap. I was like, yo, this is awesome. No matter what music was playing, it was great. I loved it. Your boy's about to pass out. Need to wet the whistle. Let's see. Dark King says, also, when will we get her cover superhero outfit? Some people said we think that they were thinking that we would see it in episode 6. I kind of feel like we might see it in episode 6 as well with how this episode played out. Because I definitely thought we were just gonna have our trip be over in this one episode, but we're definitely starting with the flashback in the next episode, and that's gonna be crazy to get that whole flashback and be able to really experience and get a kind of a better understanding of exactly what's going on and what that star path was that she was, that her grandmother found. And you might be right, bro. Someone said it earlier. I think both you and Mike Davis have both said maybe she is the one that grabbed the made the star path with her energy powers, and shows her grandma the way back to where her father is. And that would be freaking crazy insane. I don't even know how Marvel would explain that or how anything could explain what's going on there. I mean, let me think how this could be explained. When we think about Captain Marvel's powers, her powers come from the space stone, but the space stone doesn't have anything to do with time travel. So I don't know how that could be connected, but we do know that there is a completely different dimension that the Jinn are from. So possible, and that's where the energy that she uses is being harnessed from, that they call the Nor, I believe. So if we take that into consideration and think about what the Nor may also, what other properties it might hold, I guess there is a way that from when Aisha was trying to break it and that cosmic energy being released at that big of a scale, it may have caused a ripple in time for her to go back in time and experience that moment, or maybe because of how important that moment is, not only to her but also her family and the lineage of the band. I could see why that could possibly happen. Or kind of like an Avatar type of thing, to where she's seeing the past life type of vibe of anyone that wore the band or something. I don't know. I got to think on that one a little bit more. That was really interesting. Um, but yes, this is very true what Mike Davis is saying. Each episode, she gets a piece of her suit. Yeah, and I really love the way that they're doing that as well. I think that's gonna make it even more, what do you want to call it? More fulfilling, to understand her character even more, is that she gets it piece by piece. It's not like it's just something that she made all on her own, or just her and her friend made it or anything like that. It's kind of like, my shelf behind me. Like almost every item on there has either been given to me by someone, or I got it myself. But most of them have been given to me by people that I know, or by my family, from my kids and friends and stuff like that. And that's what makes it mean that much more to me, is because that when I look at it, each of those things are connected to something in my life. And that's kind of the vibe that we're going with Miss Marvel, is that her whole suit up, when she does suit up, it's going to be all of the garments and all of the pieces of her different life and her different lives, respectfully, all coming into one. And that is what makes her Miss Marvel. And I am here for it. No cap. I love it. Let's see. Dark King says also we got a red dagger reveal. That's true. We did get the red daggers reveal, and I really like that. Did not expect any death to be occurring in this show, but we had 2 deaths in this episode. We had the leader of the Red Daggers die, and then we had Young Dagger smack the dude that smacked like one of they dudes. Like, oh, you smack my guy, I'm gonna smack one of your guys. Like, eye for an eye. I love that. Didn't expect it. Bruh, straight double dagger to the back, and that was solid. I love when they don't hold back in these shows and they show that nah, bro, we really out here fighting for our lives. I am sorry, I cannot read this. I'm sorry, and I don't think I have a mod in the chat to translate or nothing like that right now either. So I'm sorry for that. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miss Marvel Friend. Mary Sue says, I learned about the partition in 7th grade, and I'll just say they did not cover how emotional it was. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a really big emotional reveal connected to this. I mean, I think it's very possible within the next episode when we have a bigger presence in that flashback. I think it's even possible that we have, we spend a little bit of time in that flashback, 10 to 15 minutes type of thing, of just kind of understanding what's going on fully with there and just everything. I think they did a decent job of creating that emotional connection, even though they didn't show us anything. Just having the grandmother talk about it and or Nani talk about it and all of the things that were going on. I think that was a solid way to at least at least make a head nod to it, and not, even though I don't think they could have went any deeper. I think they possibly can, but I don't think they wanted to, at least not yet. There's already so much to go to get in this show, and I don't think they wanted it to become too, I don't want to say political, but for lack of better words, political. And they are taking a very strong stance with everything. And that's what I love about this show, though, is that they are showing it from the perspective, like, not from our perspective. Well, it is from our perspective as Americans, but it's not solely an American perspective, because I don't even think these creators are Americans for this show in particularly. Dark King says the show is good, it's cool, it's great. I mean, it's good, but there are some problems, but it's really good. Meaning to what that is, I translated it by a website. Oh, thank you, Dark King. I believe you're saying that's what you were translating from the other language. That's awesome. Thank you for that, Dark King. I really appreciate you for doing that. So yes, the show is good. It's really cool for sure. And there are some problems, but I don't think those problems are nearly as big as the problems were for Hawkeye or anything like that. You know what I mean? Hawkeye, it seemed to just end up being a major troll rather than anything else. You know what I mean? It just seemed to be a complete troll. Uh, Mary Sue says, time and space are inherently connected, Sensei. That is true. They are inherently connected, but I'm thinking more on the aspect of the Infinity Stones each being their own physical strand, and only once they become connected, that's what makes the universe afterwards. So I can see how it could be connected in that type of shape or form, because especially when we saw Photon go through the portal and go through her own little metamorphosis thing, when it split her up into multiple people and the whole thing that happened, we got to see multiple versions of her life, and we also heard multiple versions of her mom and different people throughout her life having different things to say. So we kind of did experience time through that space wormhole portal thing, or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? um uh I think that's all. I think what I yeah I got yeah I said what I said. Yeah. Dark King says, so last episode we got the mask, this one is the scarf. We got the scarf last episode. I think we got the mask, maybe we got the mask this episode, but we also got the shirt part that she got. um yeah, the mask. So we got the mask, the scarf, and then the torso garment. uh Yes, I enjoy the show. Good. I'm happy that you enjoy the show. And I do agree that there are some issues, but I feel like the connective tissue, as I will continue to call it, has been far greater than the issues that have arisen from the show, at least for me. At least for me. It may be different for you guys, but for me, I have been very pleased with what we've got from the show. And overall, what we've got from the show has made it literally like 10, 15, 20 times better for me because of all the connective tissue and all of the goodness. And it's like, yo, if everything had this, everything would have been a lot better for me, including like Hawkeye, just a lot of the different stuff. Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all of that stuff would have been a lot better for me if we got more of the connective tissue. My man Double T says, Sensei, you missed my interesting comment. Your interesting comment. Let me see. Let me see. I think you're talking about this. Double C. The Marvels post-credit scene pitch. Kamala and Carol meet up with Richard Rider Nova, who is played by Miles Teller, and he says a incursion is coming. Cuts to black. I don't think I would like that personally, because how would he know anything about incursions? You know what I mean? Why? I don't know why he would know about incursions. That just seems very interesting. And I don't want Nova to be introduced in that way. I wouldn't mind if he's like in Guardians of the Galaxy, or even if he is in Captain Marvel. I don't want him to have like a big role. I want us to really get a Nova movie and be able to experience Thanos coming to that planet. What was that? Xandar, coming to Xandar and literally destroying Xandar to get the time to get that stone, and then that be part of his backstory. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be beautiful, just because we don't have space tissue, space connective tissue, if you will. We don't have space Kleenex, to really get us understanding that, like, we have it. It would be dope if we found out that the Collector and the Grand, I almost called him the Grand Inquisitor, but the Grand Master, bruh, from Thor Ragnarok. If we got to, find out that I think we did find out they're brothers, but if we got to find out, hey, they're brothers in this, and all this other stuff is going on in space, get to find out where Nowhere's head came from, all these different things. I think that would be awesome. And I think the first place that we really get to start with that is Xandar being destroyed by Thanos, and being able to see how that affected what happened, for one, and when he came to the planet, and for two, how it's going to affect Nova, Richard Rider, because I just think that is going to be, I think that'll be really solid, because the Marvels is already going to have Miss Marvel, Photon, and Captain Marvel, and out of those three, Photon is the only one that we really don't know anything about, and that's why I kind of feel like we're going to see her in Secret Invasion, because I think we're getting that this year as well, and that's why I feel like that's why we might get a little bit of her sprinkled in Secret Invasion to get a little better understanding of her, because yeah, they gave her backstory in WandaVision, but I mean, let's be honest, it was lackluster. It could have been far better. It could have been a lot more beefier. So hopefully we get that going. um Dark King says the Marvels could reveal the big bad, or maybe Thor Love and Thunder. Apparently, the Thor Love and Thunder post credit scene is going to have a big bad or something like that to really get us really hyped up. So I'm excited for that to be happening. Miles is good casting, though. He needs a Marvel redemption. LOL after Fantastic Four. I think Miles. I think Miles would be better suited for someone other than Nova. For me, uh, oh, excuse me. I don't know who, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because now when I'm thinking about it, I can't really see him as anybody. I didn't really even like him as Reed Richards, to be completely honest. So I mean, that movie was just bad all the way around. You know what I mean? And it's not his fault. Miles Teller is a good actor, but I think he would be Uh, I don't know, man. I don't even know who he could be. My brain can't even think of anyone to have him as. Miles Teller could be what's his name? Iron Patriot or something like that, or Iron Lad. I could see something like that going on, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't really put him anywhere for some reason. I don't know why. I just my brain's just not getting it in there. Who is Nova was the last translated message. Okay, so let's bust out the big book of Marvel and find out who my man Nova is. Let's get a little bit of information about Nova out here in these streets because I think it would be interesting to see Nova in the Marvels. But for some reason, I just don't know, man. I feel like Kamala Khan, Photon, and all that stuff. I just don't think having Nova in there as well. I think that would be a good strat because we already have so many new heroes that we're trying to get to know. So why introduce another one? I just feel like that would be crazy. So my man Nova, aka the Human Rocket. His name is Richard Ryder. And his first appearance is in Nova #1 from 1976 as Frankie Ray, and also Fantastic Four #164. I wouldn't mind getting a little Nova action in Fantastic Four. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was intense to say. That would be pretty. I think that would be pretty solid to get him, maybe to introduce them or them introduced him or something like that. His powers is he's the first Nova. Wait, the first Nova had superhuman strength and durability and power to fly at supersonic speed. The second Nova could manipulate cosmic energy as stellar fire. She could project stellar energy, had nearly total invulnerability, and could survive unprotected in space. So mortally wounded Roman Day, a centurion of the Nova Corps, the space militia of aliens and Darians, transferred his powers to the student Richard Ryder. As Nova, Ryder became a crime fighter on Earth, then later traveled into space and became one of the champions of Xandar. So I guess to put it lightly, he's basically Captain Marvel. He has Captain Marvel's powers, but he belongs to like the Green Lantern Corps. I guess it's like the best way to say it. Um, on Earth, Ryder joined the New Warriors. When he returned to space, Ryder helped rebuild Xandar and the Nova Corps and became its leader, Centurion Prime. Ryder saw Xandar destroyed in the Annihilation and became the repository of the Xandarian world mind. He later killed Annihilus to end that crisis. So that's kind of similar to what I was talking about, to where like Thanos coming for the Stone and destroying Xandar. It's kind of the same thing that happened in the comic books, but instead of it being Thanos, it was Annihilus. During the second Annihilation, Ryder brought in the Technarchy to defeat the Phalanx. Jesus, these names. With that over, he helped found the Guardians of the Galaxy. See, I wouldn't mind him being in the Guardians of the Galaxy. The next movie is supposed to be super sad anyway. He returned to Earth to help stop the secret invasion. Oh, snap. Afterward, he discovered that the World Mind had been mentally controlling the Nova Corps, had recruited Richard's brother Robbie without permission, and had taken Ego, the living planet, as a new base. Damn. When Richard objected, he was kicked out of the Corps, but he became the new Quasar instead and became embroiled in the Shi'ar Kree War of Kings. When he discovered that Ego was the one behind the world mind's trouble, he returned to Nova to stop him. My guy was out here doing the damn thing, yo. That's crazy. He was out here doing the damn thing. Shout out to my man Nova. He was out here doing it for sure. So with all of that we just read from there, I could definitely see him coming in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that we're supposed to be getting, because that Guardians of the Galaxy movie is supposed to be crazy. It's supposed to be insane. It's supposed to be sad. We're also supposed to be seeing Adam Warlock be introduced in that show or in that movie as well. So that'll all be interesting. And I could see Nova coming in because there's not really any powerhouse that could match him. You know what I mean? There's no one on the Guardians of the Galaxy team that can match my guy. That's just not happening. No one's matching Adam Warlock. So I would want to match him. That would be solid. Iman, P.S. When is Kamala gonna meet Spider-Man? I know. I want Kate Bishop, Spider-Man, and Kamala Khan to all meet because I think they would nerd out awesomely together, and I think it would be a good conversation. And I know some people are not fans of Kate Bishop and what she brought to Hawkeye for some reason, but that's okay. I am one of the people that enjoyed her performance very much well. So I would love to see any of that happen. You know what I mean? I would love to see Kamala and Spider-Man and Kate Bishop talk, or just Kamala and Spider-Man. I think that would also be super dope. I'm not gonna lie. Double T says Miles as an Iron Lad who is a Kang variant. Yeah, I mean he's a Kang. That is a Kang variant already. You know what I mean? So that would be solid. I'm really interested if they're going to go with Kang being a relative of, you know what I mean, Reed Richards, because if so, somebody's going to have to be black. I'm just saying. Somebody's going to have to be black. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Someone's going to have to be black out here in these streets, okay? Somebody somewhere is going to have to be black. That's it. I'm saying. Dark King says, Mary Sue, what's that supposed to be? What's that supposed to mean? Not sure what you mean by that. Dark King says, any Miss Marvel info in that book? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure we do have some Miss Marvel info in the big book of Marvel. Let's see. MNOP. Miss Marvel. Okay. Kamala is... Oh, okay. Her first appearance is Captain Marvel number 17 in 2013 of November. In November 2013. Kamala Khan is a polymorph who can extend and grow any part of her limbs, grow to a giant size, and shrink to the size of a doll. She is also a shapeshifter. A Muslim Pakistani American, Kamala Khan comes from a traditional conservative home. She wanted to make her parents proud, but also felt that their boundaries were holding her back. Kamala is an inhuman whose powers manifested following exposure to the Terrigen Mist, released when the floating inhuman city of Adelan was destroyed. Kamala's inhuman powers have been present in her DNA her whole life. It just took the mist to unlock them. Very similar to kind of what we saw with the whole thingamajigger unlocking her powers. That's kind of what Bruno even said. Kamala's inhuman power. Oh, okay. She idolized all of the Avengers, but particularly Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, because Captain Marvel did all of the amazing things she wished she could do. Kamala joined the Avengers, but later resigned and formed the Champions with Nova, Spider-Man, Vision's son, I should say, and Hulk, but the Adamus Cho version of Hulk. She helped free other Inhumans from internment camps before the Champions went to aid the Avengers against the High Evolutionary. Hey, and you know what's freaking wild about reading this right now? One, we were just talking about Nova, and then it just talked about how Nova is in there. We were also talking about her meeting up with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is in there. And then we were also talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that's where we see Nova. And then we know that in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the main villain is going to be the High Evolutionary. who it was on. So we had like 4 or 5 things that just tied into what we were talking about from that one little uh blurb, I guess you could say, of Miss Marvel. My bad. My brain was all everywhere right now because that was awesome. Adam versus Nova would be fire, bro. Come on, that would be amazing. I would. Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. I don't know how, but what I would like is for us to get introduced to Nova, some like briefly in Thor: Love and Thunder, and then he like kind of take the place on Guardians of the Galaxy, and then when we get to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we already know Nova's on the team, so we get to get like more of his backstory and more fighting with him and Adam Warlock or something like that. That would be awesome. Mary Sue says, I think they're teasing Bruno could be Iron Lad. He has the intellect and they costume him like a time traveler. Marty McFly. Oh, Mary Sue. You know what? I like that. I like that. I think all of that. I think that is a very high possibility. I myself am very hinged on bruh from Iron Man 3 that we saw at the end of Avengers Endgame out of freaking nowhere be at Tony's funeral. I really want him to be Iron Lad. Uh, Personally, I really want him to be Iron Lad, and I would like to see him in Armor Wars. But why I would really like Bruno being Iron Lad, and where we could also see him in Iron Wars again as well, or Armor Wars, is because I would love for him and Iron Heart, aka Riri Williams, to meet at that thing that he got accepted to. Because we know Riri Williams is supposed to be in Black Panther. So I would love for them to possibly meet and be like that same young age and both be geniuses, but her, of course, like be smarter the way Shuri was smarter than Tony Stark and Bruce Banner type of way, but him still be hella intelligent and then like kind of work together to make each other's suits. I think that would be pretty cool. Or I mean, I'm not against him just kind of being, the guy behind the chair either, and them not, making him, turn into anyone. But I just think that would be solid is that if they connected it in some type of way like that. Bruno's Double T says Bruno as Iron Lad would be perfect to Mary Sue. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be a pretty solid casting. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be solid, even though I am kind of bent on other bruh. Dark King says little kid from Iron Man 2. Yes, the kid from Iron Man 2 that he meets in Alaska or whatever. Like I think that would be. I think him being even all three of them honestly would be pretty cool. Even if Bruno's like the scientist dude that's helping everyone else work on their projects or something, I wouldn't be against that either. But I'm pretty sure the kid from Iron Man 2 got to be a little bit older at this point, right? Like he's already past the age of being barely getting, like a college acceptance letters. I would think he's like, well, I mean, yeah, because yeah. My man says where to buy Notebook. I'm pretty sure you can get this big book of Marvel at any Barnes and Nobles or like probably on Amazon. I would say it's probably like 30-40 bucks, I think. My wife got this for me on one of my birthdays, I believe. She got me this and a Hennessy cake and something else that was a couple other Marvel things that I can't recall at this moment. Oh, she got me my Marvel glasses that I drink my alcohol from. I wish I had one to show you right now. They're super cool. They have an Avenger A on them. But yeah, I think you can get those basically anywhere. They have a multitude of Marvel books, and I want to collect them all to be able to, have all of the knowledge of the different eras. Because I'm pretty sure this one just focuses highly on the new era that we're in. This is the cover actually of the encyclopedia, and it ripped off. somehow, some way. I don't even remember how that happened. But yeah, Marvel Encyclopedia New Edition with an introduction by Stan Lee. Yeah, I was heartbroken when that ripped off. Yeah, I'm still a little sad about it right now. I actually don't even want to talk about it anymore because it's a little too soon. Anyway, Double T says Bruno and Riri at UC Berkeley. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think that would be. I mean, I know MIT is more of the place where everyone's trying to go, but I just think you know it being like the whole they only allow like 20 kids in and all that extra stuff. Uh, I think that would be solid for them to. I think that would be a solid place for Riri to go. I know we're not supposed to see her until Black Panther, which is this year, November. That's our November release because before we were supposed to have the Marvels releasing in November, but they pushed that back, and now the Marvels is going to be releasing the following February, I believe, and then Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is taking its place for the November release this year. So that's going to be pretty interesting, and I can't wait to see how that what like does any of this like are any of the shows and what we're going to get be tying into the Marvels, because I feel like Miss Marvel, everything that we just saw in this well, a lot of what we saw in this episode is going to be completely connecting, well, not completely connecting, but a lot of the stuff that we saw in this episode is going to connect to what we're going to see with She-Hulk, because I mean, we didn't see a lot of the DODC, but we did see enough to be able to make that connection that it's the Supermax, and that Supermax is the same place that we see from She-Hulk because of the red walkway that we see going up into the place. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, and we also saw the undercarriage of it, so we might see the agents from this show in She-Hulk possibly even taking the stand against some people for some of the arrests that they've had, or even see She-Hulk take them on the stand for some stuff that they've done wrong. I think that would be, I think that would be pretty solid. Um, and I think that would be a lovely way to introduce She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk is going to have just as much connective tissue as Miss Marvel has so far. So I'm really excited for She-Hulk as well. Miss Marvel has actually got me really excited for She-Hulk. At first, I was a little nervous for Miss Marvel, but all of the nervousness that I had for Miss Marvel went to She-Hulk, and then Miss Marvel came out, and then all the nervous that I have for She-Hulk is now with Thor: Love and Thunder, to be completely honest. I'm still happy for it. I'm still happy about it, but I'm just really, really nervous. Let's see. Black Panther has connections with Oakland, California. Yep, that is right. It sure does, and I appreciate it too. Mary Sue says Caltech's rivalry with MIT is the stuff of stories. So just imagine how dope that would be to have those, to even have that in the MCU like that and be able to see these different. What I really want, okay, hear me out now. What I really want from all of this MIT and all this college stuff that's happening right now in the MCU and all that crap, right? What I want to end up happening is for the Baxter Foundation to end up coming in and basically like taking all of the people that we've seen go into these different things, and now they're all part of the Baxter Foundation. Like stop trying to go so heavy on making Spider-Man the new guy in the MCU. I mean, I feel it. I know everyone wants that. I want it a little bit too. But let's be honest, if Sony's not going to, play ball and they're just going to keep screwing up everything that they got going on over there, let them do it. And let's just focus on the Fantastic Four, making them the new, Stark Industries and the MCU, have all that stuff going on. I mean, think about it. Even Iron Man did his own. It wasn't the Baxter Foundation, but he did his thing when he gave all the grants to every college student for them to create what they were thinking of. Imagine if, Reed Richards was in that audience as a college student, and because of that, he really started going through all these breakthroughs and creating all this new space and all this new time and all this stuff now. And then he takes over Stark Industries and takes over that building because he's trying to follow in Tony Stark's footsteps. I know people don't want that kind of thing to happen, but I'm all for it just because of how the MCU is right now. So I would think that would be awesome. And then have all of them be able to meet because of Reed Richards, and he brings them all into the Baxter Foundation, and now it's all a huge. Oh, man, I just would love that. I think that would all be great, bro. I think that would be great. My casting choice for MCU Wolverine, Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander. What? That's crazy. I don't know about that, Buckaroo. Um, yeah, I don't know about that, my guy. I'm not even gonna lie. That's just I don't know, man. I don't know. That's pretty interesting to me. I gotta let me see a picture of my guy because Homelander is all I can see. Uh nah, man, I don't see that. I don't see it. I guess I can kind of see it when he has like the dark hair, but I don't know, man. I don't see that happening. Butcher for sure, but mhm. My casting for Wolverine is Daphne King. Who's that? Daphne King. Oh no 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 no! Hear me out! 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 I think I'm there for X-23 for sure. I think I'm there for X-23. I'm not gonna lie. I would be there for her to be X-23 all the way. Um, and I was gonna say, but that would have to be in a world where Hugh Jackman still exists as Wolverine for me, because I don't want. I don't know how to say this, but I don't want my guy Wolverine gender swapped out the MCU. It's happened too much. You know what I mean? It's happened too much. And I want Wolverine stories to be Wolverine stories, not X-23s, if you know what I'm saying. Like when it's coming to like recast T'Challa, that's completely different. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, like because T'Challa can be T'Challa no matter. I mean, Black Panther can be a Black Panther no matter who T'Challa is. Like if T'Challa is deceased in the MCU, and then they have another actor come and be Black Panther and give T'Challa's stories to just being a Black Panther story, I'm all for that. But you feel me, like Wolverine? No, give me Wolverine. Like I will, I will die on that hill of wanting an MCU Wolverine, uh, because I don't want. I mean, we're so far past us even getting a lot of the stuff that we wanted already. But I would not be a fan of She Hulk and X-23 having Hulk and Wolverine's fights and meetups. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I would. Oh my gosh. I think I could. I'm about to pass out right now just thinking about it. My man Double T says Young Avengers meeting in college. Imagine. Come on, tell me what that wouldn't be a hit. That would be awesome, bro. All of them meeting up in college and just kind of discovering life almost in a friends type of way, but it'd be superheroes. Yes. Um, Look up the fan art. Fan art for Anthony Starr. Anthony Starr was Wolverine. Oh damn! No, that's some damn good art. I'm not gonna lie. No man, that looks pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. But I can see him more as being like Cyclops. To be completely honest, I can see Anthony Starr being more of a Cyclops type character than Wolverine. Not gonna lie. He looks solid for sure. But personally, that's just what I see. Um, Mercy says it sidesteps the question of replacing Hugh Jackman perfectly. Yes, but I want Hugh Jackman to be replaced. Like, not gonna lie. He's always going to be like the main Wolverine. Yes, 100%. But like, bro, give me another one. We've had two Reed Richards, we've had four Batman, we've you know what I'm saying, two Storms. Uh so yeah, let's get it let's get a good Wolverine all the way. Like I don't want anyone that we already know to kind of come into the MCU other than maybe like the first class generation of characters, but they all have to play a different iteration of them, to be completely honest, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Double T says, Sensei, this is a rumor right now. Venom 3 post credit could set up Andrew Garfield becoming Spider Carnage. Ooh. I would like to see Andrew Garfield come back in the Sonyverse. I think one of the only things the Sonyverse is missing is a Spider-Man, to be completely honest. I think that's the only thing they're really missing. And they need a Spider-Man that they can have in the background of every single movie that they want to do, of all of the Venoms, the Morbiuses, the Craven the Hunter that's not a hunter anymore, Madam Web. They need a Spider-Man in the movies. You know what I mean? They need to have a Spider-Man on the TV swinging around. They gotta have a Spider-Man, yo. They just have to. They gotta have a Spider-Man somewhere, some way, somehow, because it's just not. I don't know, man. It's not the same. It's not the same seeing Venom and him not having an like discussion with Spider-Man. It's weird. Like the post credit scene for Venom 2, when Venom sees Spider-Man on the television screen and he like licks the screen and immediately starts going crazy. Oh my god, bro. It brought me so much joy. It brought me so much joy and happiness. Like no cap. I just loved that little piece that we got. It was like, yeah. Yeah. Seeing them fight each other would be amazing. Like that was one of my biggest letdowns of No Way Home, is that Venom was not part of that team of fighting, and being able to see him switch it up at the last minute and see all of the Spider-Man, and like, or not even switch it up and just be fighting against him the whole time. Oh, that'd have been just been so solid, bro. I just want Daphne Keene back in some form. She's so good. I could see Daphne Keene as like even Kitty Pride, or even coming in as Rogue. You know what I mean? Like I think that would be really solid. I think her coming in as Rogue would probably be a little more. I don't know. It might be better. Um. Uh. I think any I think she would be really good as an X-Men character overall though, rather than anything else. I think she would be really good as an X-Men character. I don't know why, but that's just like the vibe that she gives off, you know. Like I said, Kitty Pride, Rogue, even even her still being X-23 though. Like that's still solid. I'm not even mad about it, you know. I think all of that would be really cool. Uh A man said to do myself before together today in sunshine grass. Hmm. That sounds very beautiful and poetic, but I don't know if it was supposed to. My man, sorry about that, Mary Sue. Mary Sue says, Venom 3 is a lie. Nah, you're a lie. The cake is a lie. Morbius 3. Bro, we got to get Morbius 2 first. Double T. If he does have a Spider-Man, he needs to be Andrew. His tone just fits more than Tom and Toby. I agree. I think Andrew Garfield Spider Man and Tom Hardy's Venom. I can see them having a discussion more than any of the other ones. To be completely honest, like I can see them interacting with each other, talking. I can see Andrew Garfield. I would rather have Andrew Garfield Spider Man have an issue with like Vulture. I think all of that would be a lot cooler. I think that's the word to use because Spider-Man in the MCU doesn't really deserve to be fighting Sony Spider-Man villains, if you understand me. I don't think so. I think he's already past that. Like they even made a joke of it about him talking about him fighting aliens multiple times in space. Like our Spider-Man is a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, don't get me wrong, but I think he's a little bit past fighting Lizard again. And although you know what I'm saying, like I think he's past that. I don't think that's in Tom Holland's Spider-Man's repertoire of being a superhero. I don't know why, but I just don't see that. I see him fighting Kingpin. You know what I mean? I see something like that happening. Um, but Craven the Hunter, Andrew Garfield. Like Venom, Andrew Garfield. Carnage, Andrew Garfield. Morbius, Andrew Garfield. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seems like that fits a little bit better. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Double T also says Venom and Andrew's Spider-Man versus Toxin. Imagine, yeah, I think that would be awesome. I would like to see the Venom symbiote that we have in the MCU go on to Flash first, and then on to Superman afterwards, or go from Superman. Did I say Superman? Spider-Man afterwards, or go from Spider-Man to Flash. But either one of those. Oh, excuse me. I'm all the way for it because I'm just all the way for it. Either way. Either way, yo. Uh Mary Sue says, once you've punched a purple god, it's all downhill. I mean, yo, like you're literally on a spaceship fighting aliens to go in and stop and you know what I mean? I think Spider-Man's trilogy is the best backstory we've ever gotten, ever in the history of superhero stuff ever. I feel like those three movies being his backstory of how Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man is impeccable. I mean, we didn't get it in one movie, we got it in three movies, yo. Oh man, like, bro, come on. That was just peak. That was just peak. When Aunt May finally says the line at the end of, well, not even at the end, but like what, halfway through Spider-Man No Way Home, at that moment, it's like, oh my God, bro, we're still in his origin story right now. Like, this is still an origin story. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Like, whoa. Whoa, this is an origin story. Like that's all I could even think about. And then at the end, we have him in his new suit that he's made mixed with the other suit. Like, bro, yeah, give me that. Give me that Spider-Man in that suit with Kamala Khan in her suit talking. Goodness gracious. Just have them like watching trailer reactions. Give it to me. Double T in the morning says Superman with the symbiote. That would be crazy. Bruh, that would be freaking awesome. Could you imagine Superman with the Carnage symbiote? Oh my goodness, that would be saucy. Mary Sue says, have you seen the 90s cartoon, Sensei? Are we talking about the X-Men 90s cartoon or the Spider-Man 90s cartoon? Uh Double T. I think Andrew is gonna be the Sonyverse Spidey. How could you say no? Leave the past behind, though. Uh, yes, yes. I think that would be the best, to be honest. I don't see anyone else doing it, and I don't see them introducing a new Spider-Man. That's dumb. I don't think that would be the way to go unless you go with like bringing Miles Morales into live action. Unless you do something like that, then like you got to just go with Andrew because Toby is too old. You know what I mean? Not to be hating on him or anything, but my man is old, so I don't think he wants to sign up for another trilogy or anything like that. Um, Mercy says Joan Lee voices Madam Web. Yeah, we've talked about that on this. Me and you have had that conversation before. Definitely, I think it was on a Pop Culture News update at one point in the Spider-Man cartoon. I can't wait for the Madam Web movie that we're supposed to be getting. I think it's going to be solid. I think it's going to be just, yeah. I love you. I love you too, random citizen. I think it's going to be solid. I think Madam Web is going to be a good movie. I really hope we get a Spider-Man in any of these movies. Even a Spider Woman. I could see that introducing a Spider Woman or a Spider Gwen or something like that, and then that be the Spider Man of the Sonyverse that everyone is going after. I could see something like that because I would be down for that type of swap because we already have 3 Spider-Men, Like that's enough. We don't need really we have 4 if you include Miles Morales from the animated Sonyverse. Like, that is the Sonyverse's Spider-Man is him. And then all the other Spider-Man that we've been introduced to and are going to be introduced to. So I think if we get Spider Woman or Spider Gwen, is there a Spider Girl? I know there's like multiple Spider women, Spider females. Uh, let's see. Yeah, so we have a Spider Woman. We have an Ultimate Spider Woman. Okay, it's good to know. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have multiple iterations of Spider Woman. There's a bunch of different ones. Yeah. Okay. So I guess they're all just Spider Women. The Spider Woman, Spider Woman, Spider Woman. Oh yeah, Mary Jane Watson is a Spider Woman at one point. See, I don't think they're all called Spider Woman though. Like this isn't Spider Woman. This is Scarlet Spider. Spinneret. That was Mary Jane's name as a Spider Man. Spinneret. That's a terrible name. That's a terrible name, you guys. I think we can all agree. Sun Spider. That's another Spider female. Jessica Drew, that's the one that we were talking about. I'm pretty sure this is Spider Woman. Yeah, this is one of the Spider Womans. May Parker. What? Okay. We already went through Jessica Drew. I guess it's another Jessica Drew, but this one isn't. Oh, this is another Spider Woman. Okay. And then Cindy Moon. And then Cindy Moon is Silk. And I think we're supposed to be getting a Silk movie, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd be okay with that for sure. I think Silk wins for me right now. Yeah, I think Silk would be the one. Yeah, I think Silk would be the one for sure. Uh, Double T says, wait, where'd you go? They already said Venom 3 is going to be a confrontation with the web slinger. Yeah, I just hope it's done right, man. I love Tom Hardy's energy when it comes out, and he has been teasing it for years. Yeah, facts. Do you have a cat? I have a cat. No, I do not have a cat. I don't have a dog. I don't have a cat. I have no animals, but I got children, and they are animals of their own kind for sure. Madam Web and Thor: Love and Thunder come out on my mom's birthday. Awesome! Happy early birthday to your mom, bro. That's awesome. Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be solid. A little nervous for it, definitely because of everything. Uh, they're handling a lot in that. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know if Thor is going to walk out of that one. Don't know what's going on. I am so scared, but I love it. Uh, but I love it. I also love Iron Man, Spider Man, Marvel, Captain Marvel and Captain America, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and Hulk. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know if you're I don't know if you're talking about the movies or the characters, because if you're talking about the movies, that Black Widow movie was atrocious with a capital You dig. Um Double T. Interesting title idea. Venom, the dance with the spider. I see you, Double T. Brain be moving, Bucko. Uh but yeah, this is an awesome episode of Miss Marvel. I loved everything that we saw, being able to tie everything in with the I almost called them the Scarlet Daggers. The red daggers, that was really dope. I loved seeing the whole city being split in two and having the connection to, having that connection to that and saying that they want to take over, very similar to what my man Shang-Chi's dad was trying to do in the Legend of the Ten Rings. It would be crazy to see Shang-Chi in the Marvels. I don't know why I never even thought about that, but that would be insane for that to be the next place that we saw him. I might faint, pass out, bring me a fan. Um, we saw the Jin be full blown, like, ruthless, cold hearted, not care about nothing, coming to get it. She left her son, my man Cameron. My man was injured, and she just left him there at the DODC. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see him get away. He's possibly gonna be with Bruno and Nakia in the next episode. I would not doubt that. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, that would be awesome. Uh we're definitely going to start within the flashback. So I'm interested to see what we're going to see with that flashback. How crazy is that going to get us? How crazy are we about to be with those flashbacks, bro? Like, what all is going to be occurring? What are we going to be seeing? Um I don't know, bro. I'm a little I'm hyped for the next two episodes. We're almost done with this. It's about to be yeah, that's going to be solid. Uh Double T said Scarlet Dagger is a badass name though for a boy's character. I'm gonna have to put that in my book actually, because I do like that Scarlet Dagger. That's definitely gonna have to go in the book, yo. Um, yeah, that's definitely gonna have to go in the book because I like that. Scarlet is just a dope name, as like all around. Disney needs to rescue Shang-Chi soon. China is trying to cancel him. Really? Mary Sue, I didn't know that. Tell me more. I had no idea that they were trying to cancel him. Is it because of the movie and the magic and the magic and stuff? Or what? Or did my man Shang-Chi do something in real life? Because I didn't know that there was any issues going on right there. Yeah, bro. Not, I mean, I didn't think we were gonna get like a whole bunch in this episode. I mean, just knowing what this Jin has done, like in having more and more Jin backstory itself is awesome because we just didn't know that they existed, and that's just a whole another level of supernatural stuff added to the MCU. Mary Sue says, "Yeah, the actor is blacklisted for political reasons." What? I had no idea. We'll have to see what's going on with that. Uh, if you guys did not know, though, memberships are now active on the channel. By becoming a member, you have access to member only badges, channel emojis, and other special perks. Shout out to all of our members that you can see their names scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now. Shout out to all of them. All of you guys are awesome. Thanks to you guys, we are continuously able to create content here on the channel, and you guys are awesome for that. And if you want to become a member and support us here at Marvel Bros, you definitely can. The link is in the chat. I think it's only starting at $2.99 right now to become a member of uh the the YouTube channel. My man said Groot. I see Groot. That's right. That is one of our custom emojis that we have if you do become a member of the channel. And then you'll see your name will pop up green in the chat and all that. And we should be going live tomorrow for Umbrella Academy, and then we're also going to be going live for The Boys this week on Thursday at 5 o'clock, that we've been doing so far, or 4:30, I think is the time that we've been going live, because the episode's been coming out like 5:20 ish. And the last episode of The Boys was definitely crazy. Double T says the next episode of The Boys is going to be crazy. Starlight might be in trouble. Everyone's about to be in trouble in this next episode, yo. I mean, it was amazing to see that whole beat down, that bully beat down that happened in episode, what was that? 6? 5? 6? Whatever episode that was. That was awesome. Yeah, so tomorrow we should be going live for Umbrella Academy episode 1, and then Thursday we'll be going live for The Boys episode 6, I believe. What is that? That's the episode. It might be episode 7, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But whatever the next episode is, we'll be going live on that day for that. And then I think there's some movies that come out this week too that we might be seeing. So you guys stay tuned on the channel for sure. And if you have anything else that you would like us to check out or react to, whether it be a trailer, movie, or a video game, please leave it in the comment section down below. Definitely. And if you have any other watch parties that you would like us to do, leave that in the comment section as well. Make sure you guys join our Discord, because the Discord is always popping and we're always talking about all this stuff. And we're definitely going to be talking about Miss Marvel and all the greatness that's going on there. Make sure you join the spoiler section, because that's where we will be talking about all of these different shows and whatnot. It's been an awesome episode of Marvel Bros today. I cannot wait for you guys to really be here with us. My boy says The Boys is awesome, but it's too bloody. I understand. That's why my wife had to stop watching it too, because she was like, nah, this is a little bit too much for me. I don't enjoy this anymore because it's just a gory, bloody mess. And I was like, that's the exact reason why it's awesome. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros. Make sure that's where we post all of our content, and that's where you can stay up to date with everything that we post. I appreciate you guys for chilling with me today on this awesome watch party and review of Miss Marvel episode 4. We had an awesome time, as we always do, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Excelsior. You look like He-Man. Oh!
And most importantly, control.
Yo! Welcome to Marvel Bros Breakdown. On today's pop culture news update.